I am beautiful. I am divine. I am amazing. I am unique. I am love. I am light. I am powerful. I ignite.
Hair, big heart, big tits, big life, big goals, big checks. Now I'm not usually one to flex, but I earned it, so I'ma talk my shit, yeah. Internet said at Burning Man I was dead, yet here I am, got my whole family fed. Fake news, you're a sheep, believe everything you read. Folks don't work at Lockheed, dad's a drunk and mom donated blood to feed me. And I'm a musical dog without my mom, first class price and an Audi for her birthday. I call me here looking in the mirror, and my skin getting clear, oh yeah. Feeling my way through life, stretching every day, and I'm journaling at night, cause I know when I get back in alignment, everything effortless. I know when I don't stress, I stay blessed, chilling in my vortex.
A few short years ago, Shanin Blake felt like one of those overnight sensations the internet loves to create. Her hazy lo-fi songs floated across TikTok. Her desert festival photos looked like a dreamscape. And the combination of gentle spirituality and confident sexuality made her stand out in a sea of algorithm-generated sameness. People clipped 30 seconds of her live shows or her bedroom performances and shared them endlessly. Music blogs and casual listeners alike described her as a Burning Man muse, the kind of artist who could strum a guitar at dawn and make an entire crowd believe in magic. For a while, it seemed as if everyone wanted to know the woman behind those viral moments, this Idaho-born single mom who had packed up, moved to San Diego, and transformed herself into a glittering symbol of New Age independence. Part of the fascination came from her backstory. Blake grew up in a small city far from the music capitals, and she became a mother in her teens, a fact she never hid. Instead of presenting it as a limitation, she talked about it as a source of strength. When she began releasing music, the narrative of a young woman balancing motherhood with artistry resonated with people who were tired of polished pop acts pretending to be something they weren't. Early tracks like Stop, Wait a Minute, and Energy Vampires carried a homemade warmth, lo-fi beats, airy vocals, lyrics about self-love and cosmic connection. They didn't sound like a calculated radio grab, and that authenticity fueled her first wave of fans. The next stage was visual. TikTok thrives on imagery, and Blake understood that better than most. She posted videos from deserts and beaches where she danced barefoot in flowing fabrics, covered in face paint or glitter, a guitar slung casually across her back. It was equal parts music promotion and lifestyle branding, and it worked. Viewers who stumbled on her clips weren't just hearing a new song. They were being invited into an alternate reality where sunsets lasted forever and everything hummed with spiritual meaning. Even people who didn't follow her for the music found themselves intrigued by the vibe. Comments filled with heart-eye emojis and goddess energy praise were the norm. But internet fame is rarely as effortless as it looks. The same qualities that made Blake's brand so distinct, its openness to mystical healing, its suspicion of mainstream systems, also became the seeds of controversy. She often spoke about energy, vibration, and the idea that the body can heal itself through spiritual practice. In one widely circulated post, she claimed she had cured a kidney infection without conventional medicine. To her supporters, this was a testament to holistic living. To medical professionals and skeptics, it was a dangerous suggestion, the kind of statement that might encourage others to skip necessary treatment. Debate flared across social platforms. Was she simply sharing a personal experience, or was she promoting pseudoscience to hundreds of thousands of impressionable followers? Around the same time, Blake began sprinkling her content with references to extraterrestrial life and government conspiracies. For her, these topics fit naturally with a worldview that questioned mainstream narratives. For some fans, it was entertaining and harmless. For others, it raised red flags. Online discussions shifted from admiration of her music to arguments about whether she was drifting into conspiracy culture. Subreddits that once posted her songs started dissecting her live streams frame by frame, trying to decide if she was a visionary or just another influencer chasing shock value. Another flashpoint involved cultural appropriation. Blake's fashion choices, feathered headdresses, indigenous patterns, spiritual symbols, drew criticism from people who felt she was borrowing sacred imagery without understanding or respecting its origins. She responded by saying she was celebrating universal spirituality rather than specific cultures, but the criticism stuck. What had once been praised as eclectic and free-spirited started to look, to many observers, like careless borrowing. The internet can be unforgiving on this topic, and debates about privilege and respectability began to dominate any conversation about her new music. The pressure only grew when a false rumor spread that she had died at the Burning Man festival. Someone posted a misleading update, and within hours, Twitter and TikTok were flooded with RIP messages. Fans panicked. News outlets scrambled to verify the story. Blake quickly confirmed she was alive, but the incident highlighted how fragile a digital persona can be. One viral lie can rewrite the narrative overnight, and even after the rumor was debunked, some people continued to treat her as a cautionary tale about the chaos of festival culture. As the controversies piled up, the algorithms that had once boosted her began to cool. Engagement on her new singles dropped compared to the dizzying highs of her early career. Comments on her posts shifted from adoration to debate. Longtime followers split into camps, those who defended her as a misunderstood artist under attack, and those who said they had outgrown the persona. Critics pointed out that she sometimes leaned into the drama, responding with cryptic messages rather than clear explanations. Fans who simply wanted more music felt frustrated that the conversation was always about her beliefs, her outfits, or her latest live-streamed statement rather than her art. Still, it would be a mistake to frame Blake's story as a simple crash and burn. She continues to release songs, book shows, and maintain a loyal audience that values her individuality. In interviews, she has said she never set out to be a traditional pop star and never cared about fitting industry expectations. From that perspective, the decline in mainstream attention might not feel like a downfall at all, but rather a return to a smaller, more dedicated community. Some of her recent work shows creative growth, blending richer instrumentation with the same dream pop textures that first caught listeners' ears. What makes her journey fascinating is how clearly it reflects the volatility of internet fame. Platforms like TikTok reward immediacy, catchy hooks, striking visuals, bold claims. Those same qualities can backfire once the novelty fades or when audiences begin to scrutinize every statement. Blake's story illustrates how quickly a persona built on authenticity can be questioned. The very openness that draws people in also leaves little room to retreat when public opinion shifts. She never promised to be a conventional role model, but once hundreds of thousands are watching, even offhand comments can carry unintended weight. Observers who call this a tragic downfall often overlook that Shanin Blake never completely disappeared. She remains active on streaming services, selling out small venues, and sharing glimpses of her life with fans who appreciate her unfiltered approach. If anything, her experience exposes the gap between viral stardom and sustainable artistry. Going viral gave her a megaphone. Staying true to herself means accepting that not everyone will stay for the long run. In the end, the story of Shanin Blake is less about a career destroyed and more about an artist navigating the messy intersection of creativity, spirituality, and digital culture. She rose fast because she offered something different, a sense of magic in a crowded feed. She faced backlash because difference invites scrutiny, and because the internet rewards conflict as much as inspiration. Whether you see her as a cautionary tale, a free thinker unfairly maligned, or simply a musician doing her best, her trajectory captures the unpredictable rhythm of online fame. One week, you're the soundtrack to everyone's sunset. The next, you're a trending debate about conspiracy theories and cultural respect. And through it all, she keeps making music, proving that a single viral moment, good or bad, doesn't have to define an entire life.